Now, basically, the function of copyright claims is to protect people's content from being stolen and used improperly. However, there are times when the copyright claim can be wrong and the claims can and should be disputed. Luckily for creators, YouTube has made it very simple to submit a dispute to get such types of copyright claims removed from your videos. And in this video, I'm going to show you how. Now, in the previous video I just uploaded on this channel, I showed you 4 factors that you need to follow to be able to upload animation videos without any copyright claims. The 4 factors are all designed to help transform any copyrighted content to create a video that falls under the YouTube Fair Use guidelines. Now, what if you follow all those 4 factors correctly and manage to get your video to fall under the YouTube Fair Use guidelines and still get a copyright claim from YouTube? Then what? That's right, you can follow all the necessary steps to create a video that falls under YouTube Fair Use guidelines and still get a copyright claim from YouTube. So why that happens and how to dispute the claims is what this video is all about. But before we get into all that, if this is your first time to this channel and you're interested in YouTube automation, make sure to click on the YouTube automation ideas and tips link that pops up on the top right of this video, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and let's get cracking. So after you have done everything you can to transform a copyrighted content to a unique content, why does YouTube still give you a copyright claim even after following the fair use guidelines? Well, in some cases, the simple answer is money. Yeah, some copyright owners do flag videos that contain their original work, even if the portion used in the video falls under fair use guidelines. Basically, the copyright owner reports your video to YouTube on grounds of copyright violation. So, what happens next after a copyright owner flags your video? Well, YouTube will let you know that your video has a copyright claim and will not be monetized. However, in some cases, YouTube will still keep ads running on the video even with a copyright claim. Now, usually in such cases, the money made from the video will go directly to the copyright owner and not the person who uploaded the video. So after your video has been flagged, YouTube will give the copyright owner 2 options. They can either ask you to take down the video or keep it up, but all the advertising revenue the video generates will be passed on to the copyright owner. Now, since it's usually all about money for most artists and music studios, they'll prefer to go with the second option, which is to let the video stay up monetized and keep the revenue flowing. And that's why you might still get a copyright claim on your video even if your video falls under fair use guidelines. So to stop some of these copyright owners who are making money off of your hard work, you have to dispute the claims if you know your video is transformative or falls under the YouTube Fair Use guidelines. The question now is, how do you go about disputing a copyright claim on YouTube? Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you would like to learn how to dispute copyright claims on YouTube. Now, to start disputing a copyright claim, go to the video in question and hover your mouse over where it says copyright claim, and then click on see details from the pop-up. Now, when you do that, you'll see this pop-up appear with all the details of the copyright claim. As you can see from this video example, everyone can view this video, but it cannot be monetized. However, that doesn't mean that the video is not monetized. Now, if you read this, it says ad revenue paid to copyright owner, which means YouTube is still running ads on this video, but the money is going to the video owner of this portion, the Jim Carrey video clip I added in this video. Now, I know for sure this video falls under fair use because this is a short clip I took from a whole movie and transformed it to a video tutorial on how to make money, which is not what the movie is all about. Check this out for yourself. This is a 16 minutes long video with a copyright claim of a clip that is not even up to a minute long. Now, because the copyright claim comes at the end of the video, I could easily just delete this portion and get the video monetized, but since there is no doubt in my mind that this video falls under the YouTube Fair Use guideline, I'm just going to dispute the claims. So to start disputing the claim on your video, you want to click on where it says select action, and YouTube will give you two different options to choose from. You can either choose to trim out the portion in your video with a copyright claim or dispute it. You can watch the video link that pops up on the top right of this video on how to trim portions of your posted video on YouTube without deleting the video. So since I want to dispute the claims on this video, I'll just click on dispute right here, and then this pop-up will appear. When you do that, at the top here, you'll see the dispute claim. Now below that, you'll see these three options that YouTube is suggesting you don't use as a reason for disputing the claim. So you don't want to make the mistake of disputing a claim by saying something like you are the owner of the copyright song or video, because YouTube already knows who the owner of the video clip is. You don't also want to make the mistake of saying something like you are not making money from the video, or that you gave credit to the copyright owner by linking to the content in your video description. As you can see, all these are not good reasons for disputing a copyright claim, so you want to instead click on the checkbox next to where it says my dispute isn't based on any of the reasons above. I would still like to dispute this content ID claim, and then click on continue here below. Now on the next page, you will need to select the main reasons for which you are disputing the claims, and YouTube will give you 4 different options here. So since my dispute is based on fair use, I'll go with the third option, which says copyright exception such as fair use, and then you can click here below to continue. On this page, YouTube is giving you the last chance to review what fair use is all about. So if you are not still sure if your content falls under fair use, you might want to read through these before moving on. However, if you are very sure, you can click on the checkbox here next to where it says I believe my video is protected under fair use, fair dealing, or similar exceptions to copyright. After doing that, you want to click on the continue button again to move to the final step. Here is where you need to select the type of video you created, and as you can see, there are many different options YouTube is giving. But since this is a tutorial video, I'll just go with the educational option. In your case, it might be any of these other options. So you want to select the option that relates to your video, or just choose others here below. Next is giving a reason why you think the claim content is an example of fair use. As you can see here on the side, YouTube has given you some questions to consider when typing out your dispute. So when typing out your dispute, you want to pay attention to the amount or the length of the original content you used to create your video. You want to ask yourself if you have transformed the original content. Is your video a substitute for the original content? Now, like I already mentioned, there are 4 of these factors, and I did share them in the video on how to upload animation videos on YouTube legally without any copyright claim. Again, you'll find the link to that video in the YouTube cards of this video. Now, just to save some time, I already wrote out the dispute for this video, so I'll just copy it and paste it here. It's a very short dispute that basically says, I'm a YouTuber who creates tutorial videos, and this video is an example of the type of video tutorials I share on this channel. The portion of the video clip that has been claimed for copyright is a 33 seconds long video clip of Bruce Almighty 2003, which was used mainly for the intention of demonstration. The fact that this video is over 5 minutes long, I will assume it falls under the fair use guidelines, and I have no intentions of substituting the original Bruce Almighty 2003 content. And that's all is required from you, not too long or anything fancy. All you need to do is try to answer these questions and you'll be fine. The dispute is not actually for YouTube, but for the claimant to review. Now, the next step is checking this box here to agree that your video does not infringe anyone's copyright, and that you understand that the claimant will be able to review your video and your dispute rationally. Finally, you also want to agree that you understand that filing fraudulent dispute may result in termination of your YouTube account. Now after doing that, in the signature area here, you want to just enter your full legal name, usually the first name and surname, not a company name or your channel name, and then hit submit and you're done. Now what happens next is YouTube will give the copyright owner or claimant up to 30 days to respond to the dispute, so all you have to do next is wait. And with all that, I'll wrap up this video. I hope it was helpful. If so, give it a thumbs up, share it on your preferred social site, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss another helpful video.